Greetings everyone, welcome back to our wonderful land of Terraria, and today I would like to play in Mongolia. When I play in Mongolia, I talk about the things that is related with Mongolia and random stuff, and I decided that I will talk about mainly words and about these ideas on shamanism in Ordon in a castle. And I have built a big Mongolian flag in the Middle Earth, and today I'm going to would like to talk about the random stuff around Mongolia. And I was busy for 10 days. I went to China to buy some products and some goodies. And I met these Tuva people. I mean, there was a group of Tuva, and they were they went to this border town Iring, and they bought some these goodies, and they were going back to their hometown. And I'm a talkative person, and I asked how is the life in Tuva, and during talk I always mention about the religion. So I talked about their shamanism and about their faith, something like that. So these people were fairly old people, about in their 50s. So this person said that situation in Tuva is not so good. First, it's something to do with freedom. I mean, he said that he asked me, can you put your yurts, can you put your gear everywhere you want? I said yes, you can. You can put your gear anywhere you want if this land is empty. But he says in Tuva it is like forbidden, and they must they need papers to live somewhere, and this they live in like communist area, something like that. So they have a problem with their freedom. Also, he said that Tuva people cannot buy big equipment and tools, and Russian customs usually confiscate them. One man went to China and bought some, he was a tooth doctor, and machine for drilling tooth. But the Russian customs confiscated it, saying that there is no dogovor. I mean, dogovor means a contract between this Russia and China. So this man is don't have this this equipment, and he is like a doctor, doctor without this proper equipment sounds horrible. So it seems Russians seems to like to be on top of science and technology, and these small ethnic groups simply must live and drink their alcohol, something like that. Also, he told that Mongolian Buddhism was on a rise in Tuva. He said that in old times during communism, Tuva was mainly a Christian and shamanistic place. Oh, I haven't played this game for a long time, and my these controls are not so good. So I want to build another standard Terraria building because these merchants or these Terraria merchants are not going to come to my gear. So where I was, yes, this Tuva having some problems. So Tuva was part of this central Mongolia or this half Mongolia during after this we won our freedom from Manchu Khan. But nowadays I believe that Tuva people have own this right to have own identity, not to be a part of Mongolia, because they have own language, and their languages have some connection with our language. For example, this person always talked about Targalar being a bad person. Targalar is in Mongolian Darga, and they call it Targa, and they also add lar, and they have a word Targa lar, meaning this boss, meaning this someone who works in a government. So these people who works in the government, sell their land like in Mongolia. But here in Mongolia, government is a little bit, smarter, I think, and they usually, sell, land for like 10 or 5 years. But in Tuva, they have sold their land for 25 years. Of course, who's buying the land? Of course, the Chinese are buying the land, and the Chinese, constructing their, this settlement. Since they are going to work and live there for 25, years, and they even want to build a railway. I saw this many videos about this Tuva, and Tuva people don't like having a railway in their territory, and the Tuva men are alcohol and something like that on YouTube. And but hearing words from a from a real person is something different. And this person also told me that first of course Chinese this buying this renting or buying this land for 25 years, and this land has some guru. Guru is iron ore, and of course China needs a lot of iron ore. And but this the problem is that this iron ore is not in the southern part of Tuva, it's in the northern part of Tuva. In the northern part of Tuva, there is a fertile land, there is a great farm, there can be a great farming, but in the southern Tuva, you cannot grow even potatoes. So they are buying the most fertile land in Tuva, and he also said that this is not just this open space. This is a forest. So they took a big forest with iron ore and how to say this? This uran. You make uranium. Yes, you make these nuclear bombs with nuclear fuel with uranium. And first they, he said, first they killed these local animals, and mainly the local animals were some these deers and this some many bears. Like he saw like 20 or 30 bears were killed, and meat was simply thrown away, and their inner organs and palms were shipped to China. Then they started this cutting down the trees, and then they started to shipping this wood, and they are not digging for this metal ore, but they are preparing the land. And after this wood, and they started to move the dirt. I mean, no one buys a dirt, but Chinese buy dirt because Chinese are big farmers, and they somehow need such a black dirt. So he said that their car was like restless, and they were going like every day. So now they want to make it more faster, and they want to have a railway. So people don't want to have this railway, and this Chinese, how to say this, colonization or this settlement for 25 years seems something horrible for them. That's why they have this how to say, sadness in their eyes. So we are not interested in what is life. This people need resources, and this is life. But I also was interested in their spirituality, because we share one culture. I mean, Tuva is a Turkic people. We are Mongols, but Tuva Turkic people have shamanism, and of course they have this belief in Father Heaven and Mother Earth. And I also asked him, what's your main god? Here in Mongolia, among half Mongolians, and in Mongolian, this Buddhist religious dance, the main character or the main god is the Irlik Nomo Han, the ruler of underworld. But he did not this Irlik Khan is the local land spirit of Alte region, and he seems to don't know about this god. And he said that I guess the main god among the Tuvas is the Borhan Bodda. I mean, Bodda is now considered to be their god. Why? Well, he said that during communism, this communist area, the Tuva was this mainly Christian and shamanistic country. But after this democracy and stuff in Russia, Mongolian Buddhism entered this area, and this is becoming more and more popular. And this boss people, or this Targalars, are promoting Buddhism. And he said, I don't see anything this good thing in it, and I don't know about this Buddha and stuff. And he said that almost in every town there is small Buddhist temple, and many young boys are going to Mongolia and in places to learn Buddhism. So I asked him what was the sect, if this young man have a wife. he said that it was a yellow sect, but they have wife. That is plus, I think. You can be a man of God, but you also must have, think about your future, about your ethnicity. So being Lama and having no wife is not good idea. I think it is a complete stupidity. So it seems these Lamas in Tuva have wife. And so every small town and main towns have this Buddhist temples, and of course these Buddhist temples are built in a Chinese style architecture. This roof is completely Chinese style, and even Buddhists claim that India is the land of God. They don't use Indian architecture. So it seems when there is a Chinese, there is some Buddhist revival, and I also asked that your shamans believe to be one of the real and strong. Why people are going to Buddhists? Well, he said that there is not only Buddhism in Tuva. There is one American guy who is teaching Christianity, and people have many opinions on this. Oops. I need to drink. So people think people believe that this Buddhism is good because they believe that sutras help. When this dead person this can't leave this world, Buddhists read some sutras, and Tuva people seem to believe in sutras, and he said, personally, I believed in this sutra because one of his relatives did not, go, and he stayed in their apartment, and these Christians and some shamans could not do anything, but the Lama came, he wrote, read some sutra, and everything was perfect, and no spirit bugged them again, something like that. So this I don't know about this power of these sutras and stuff, but you must know that from a word of a Tuva man, Buddhism is rising in Tuva. I hope that Tuva was all Tuva people were not this Buddhist something. So, however, this this sometimes he said that some these shamans gather in Tuva have to some talk about their faith and religion, something like that. Well, that's the main thing today. I would like to talk about my journey back from China. So when you're in China, you are like you think that this China is one big city, and this this countryside, these small cities are dirty and these cities suck. But when you are in Beijing, or when you are going to this Shanghai, bigger cities, and this when you see this a lot of stuff, you start to think that man, this community, this such a number of people really need a lot of this metal ore, a lot of this stuff. You know, it's wrong to say, you know, bad thing about China demanding a lot of things. And you know, this computer I'm working, you know, sitting on is made in China, and my camera is also made in China. And you know, we have some you know, equipments, we have some tools thanks to trade with China. So it's, you know, well, things have a, you know, dark and bright side. Well, I hope this will attract merchants. I guess I have a light source, table, chair. Welcome, welcome. Well, that's pretty much for today, and thanks for watching.